Okay, we're ready. Let's start the run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did that work? Thanks for the look. Thanks, bros and sisters. Hey! Thanks, y'all. Let's smash through some text. Just to say ahead of time, there is absolutely no chance of getting a world record in this run, because I'm running best ending. I'll explain all the endings shortly. I'm running best ending plus the viewer's choice bonus event path. So adding the bonus event path alone adds time to the run, because we don't need to do anything but best ending, which is its own event path. And my PB / world record for best ending is like really good. It would be really hard to beat with the current route. Okay, so this is Hero of Leaf Valley. It is an enhanced remake of Save the Homeland that came out on the PSP, and I never played Save the Homeland as a kid growing up. I mean, I knew about it, but I didn't have a PS2, and I wasn't as interested because you couldn't get married in it, and that was a big draw for me. But this is an enhanced remake that basically rebuilt the whole game and added marriage, so that's cool. Alright, we're meeting the Harvest Goddess. She's going to ask us some questions, which will, and depending on how we answer them, will give us boosts with various characters. Oh no, PS4 controller. Oh, okay, that's good. We just have to give mixed answers to give a 15-point affection boost to Aurelia. Oh my god, it's hard to press start on this. Alright. And I did not actually get a full practice run of Aurelia in. Alright, so first things first. Okay. We gain control. We are going to run off the farm. It's probably on the stream's end. I'm sorry if it looks terrible. I'm not sure how it looks. It gets really choppy at times. And I've messed with my settings a lot and really haven't been able to improve it. But I'm also like pretty streaming illiterate. Hope it doesn't look terrible though. That would suck. And if it is really bad, I can change my stream settings. So we're meeting Rudolph. We're just using this first day to meet a couple people to set up doing part-time work for this first week. You know, we'll have a little bit of downtime coming up, so I can play with my settings in a minute. But for the moment, please just Don't be too angry with me. I don't need to pick up anything, but I need to kill some time. Waiting for 8 o'clock. Standing still works. Alright. Oh, hopefully, well, if I change my settings, it might do something where I have to like reset OBS, which obviously we can't really do. Oh shoot, I wasn't looking. Yeah, and I've changed it to which I... Okay, so we're meeting Ronald. Oh no, wrong thing. One good thing about this game, you can sleep remotely. Select sleep. So that first day we just met Ronald and Rudolph. And we're about to have... Oh, no, let's not save. Oh my gosh. I can't talk and do this at the same time. Okay. Here's the second day, and we have a cutscene with the Harvest Sprites. Mashing through this one is jumpy, even for me. The visuals, I mean. Sleep warping. You can't do it from your own farm, which is fine. I mean, it would be fine if sleeping wasn't so terrible. So this game is fantastic. I love this game, and it would be a perfect speed game if sleeping was not so horrible, because you can't just wake up and go back to sleep. You have to come outside, let one in-game minute pass, and then run back inside, which is really annoying when you have to pass like months at a time. So let me mess with my settings real quick, because we have to wait for 8 a.m. And let me see if I can do it without having to restart OBS or anything. What should my bitrate be at? Let's see if this improves it any. I brought it down. I have no idea what like a good threshold is, honestly. What is VBR? Oh, 1K. Okay. It's at 2K right now. Is that like way too high? Oh god. Well, we'll do it again. We have a couple... Oops. Couple downtimes. Let's... Better. Or it was. Great. So it's our first day of part-time work for Ronald, which lets us pass 3 hours of in-game time, which is nice for other things. We need it to... Based on what I'm saying, that's way too high. Okay. Well, on spring 3rd, tomorrow, I will change it again and go way too low. I mean, way lower. Too low. Oh wait, I also need to meet... Oh, Katie's not here. I don't need to meet Joe. That's fine. I mean, I've got time. This is the goddess introduction. I mean, the introduction to her spring. You can only give her gifts after 10 a.m. because she sleeps in. And she gets annoyed if you give her a gift before 10, or if it's raining. Let me do this first. So these first 5 days, we are just doing part-time work for Ronald and Rudolph, which gives us money, which gives us 2,000 G by the end of the week. And we do different versions of this for different runs. Like sometimes we'll actually mine if we need to right there, but we don't for this run. Okay, so now we have a little bit more downtime. I'm going to try again. Oh, one more cutscene. This is the introduction to Alice and her cronies. Alice is like the main antagonist, the villain of the game. She's with Funland Corporation, who's here to basically kick everyone out of town to build an amusement park at the end of 2 years if you don't have $50,000, 50,000 G. But, you know, we're not going to let that happen. And we're going to get best ending, which means she's going to fall in love with us and become a good guy. And her cronies, Charles and Renton, are pretty funny. All the characters in this are really good. Okay. Stand by. Oops. Let's try that. Okay, tell me if this... Okay, it looks bad on my end, actually. Yeah, Alice, she's kind of hard to marry because you kind of have to do best ending. Yeah, you have to get best ending to marry Alice, I'm pretty sure. How is this looking? Is it looking alright? Because I would like for this to look like a smooth run for everybody. And I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for just this whole marathon. It's awesome. Wish I could have watched more of it, but I'm glad to catch what I did. Oh god. Oh wait, actually, that could be why. Okay. So I'll talk a little bit about the run itself. This game, like anyone who's familiar with Harvest Moon games, they are. You know what? I will try 800. I went to 1200. Still pretty laggy. What else is my computer doing? Nothing really. There's like nothing else going on. What was I saying? So this game is calendar based. The any percent run takes place over 2 years, where you either succeed or fail in saving the town, and you can save the town multiple ways. Or there's 4 endings, including bad ending, which is you could do nothing, just sleep to the end of the 2nd year and you get the bad ending. Other than that, there are 3 endings, which you get by doing the different event paths. You can either, and there are 16 total, or 15 total, because there's 2 versions. Yeah. Alright, let's try this. It didn't warn me that I would have to reset, and it usually says that on here. Streaming server, should I enforce streaming server bitrate limits? Let's try this. Jeez. There's just no winning. I don't want it to be like unwatchable though. And usually, I mean, I've heard on my usual streams that it can get choppy, but usually isn't too bad. So hopefully, let's see. I should have tested that beforehand, but I'm an idiot. It's improving. It's at 800 now. And it doesn't seem like it should go too low. Okay, yeah. So there are different event paths. 15. Let's call it 15 different event paths. Or 16, because one of them is Alice. And Alice, all you have to do is raise $50,000. And then there's Best Ending, which is a version of Alice where you raise $50,000 and complete these 5 additional events. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to do Best Ending. And then the other way to beat the game is to do either 3 tourist spot event paths or 3 nature preserve event paths. And different characters are different, each character would be either a tourist spot or a nature reserve event path. Aurelia is a tourist spot, I think. Doesn't really matter because we're doing Best Ending. Okay, then let's go to 600. This is our last day of standing still for a while. And let's save, why not? Good to know. Thanks for the tech help, everybody. $600. Okay. And let me get my things back up. Okay, so yeah, we're doing part-time work. There's a lot of things to explain. I don't know what order to do it in. Part-time work, like I'm doing for working for Ronald here at the grocery store, helping him with chickens, passes 3 hours of in-game time, which is nice when you need to advance the clock for certain things. And you can work for Ronald as much as you want. He gives you 180 a day for helping him, and you can do it any day that you want, any day that he's open for the whole game. With Rudolph at the mine, which I'm also doing part-time work for this first week, you can only work for him 5 times before he no longer lets you do part-time work, and you can just use the mines freely. So if you want to do your own mining, you have to get through 5 days of part-time work first. We're not doing it for that reason. We are doing it just to get the money that he gives you, because he gives you I think 400 or 300 something, I can't even remember now, for just working for him for each day. And so we're using this but to get 2,000 G pretty quickly this first week so that we can gamble at the horse race. Because that is the fastest way to make money if you do it right. Yeah, and when I first routed the Alice run, I did it all without the horse race, because I didn't want to admit that the horse race was probably the fastest way, because it's so RNG dependent, and like if you mess up at the horse race, it's a bunch of time lost. And so I did it originally just farming, selling watermelon, black watermelon, which is the most high yielding crop in this game. But then eventually I was like, okay, maybe I should just try to make money at the horse race. And I did, and it was way faster. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're using the $2,000 that we get from part-time work this first week, to take that to the horse race and bet it all. Yeah, it really is terrible. Because it's pretty unforgiving to, alright, we got 2040. So what else do we have to do? It's throwing me off to do Aurelia too. Let's just take the time to do what we need to do for Aurelia first. We have to meet Wallace, we have to meet Katie and Woody. And I don't want to mess anything up. And we have to meet Gwen. Okay. So Aurelia does not arrive in town until the 8th. She comes with Chester, and they live at the church. Do I have to meet? I don't think I have to meet either of those guys, Joe and Kurt. We do have to meet Gwen, we gotta meet Woody. I probably could have done this on one of the weekdays, but I was troubleshooting settings. And now we're just gonna go meet Katie and Wallace. I think this is gonna time out pretty nicely, actually. There's parsley, knock off basil. I'm actually going to, I think, pick up these 3 green herbs right now. We're not going to need them for like a year, but I like to have them first in my inventory space for some runs. Here's Katie. Let's meet Katie. And I think we just have to wait till 8 for... I should have been gathering gifts this whole time too for Aurelia, but it's hard to like mix and match these event paths in my mind. So this whole run is basically like, for Aurelia, we have to, like, the first thing is by summer 16th, I have to have her at 20 affection, I have to have met Wallace, and then I have to be here outside the cafe on summer 16th, and that's like the first event in her event path. And so that's how all the games work. Like Aurelia has 11 events that I have to hit, and there's different requirements for each one, and it's really hard to like keep that kind of stuff in mind, especially when you're mixing and matching different event paths, and they're all like, oh, let's just do this. A little arbitrary. Okay, so we got our meetings done for right now. Let's, what was I going to say? I got cut off earlier by myself. The horse race, which we will see soon, and I will have plenty of time to explain it, but if you mess up the horse race, it is very time, it costs a lot of time. But let's hope we don't have to do it too many times. And so this is what sleeping is like in Hero of Leaf Valley. And like I said, if you didn't have to run outside... Oh wait, here's the introduction to Aurelia and Chester. They're moving to town. Here's the waifu you all have selected for me. So yeah, you have to run outside every morning, wait till 6:01 at least before you can run back in and go to sleep. And it's horribly annoying to do for long periods of time, but I become pretty numb to it. And so now we are sleeping until the 21st, where we're gonna take a safety save, and then the 22nd is the first horse race, which is where we're going to try to make our money, actually. like all our money for the run. And you know, little if it, you know, if you're familiar with Harvest Moon running, you know that little things like sleeping, like hitting your diary as far away from possible. Oh man, and not doing things like that. Oh, I didn't let. See, that's what happens if you don't let a minute pass. This game, I would have liked to do all event paths for this, which would have been probably a 10-hour run, but I just, honestly, in the weeks leading up to this, I did not have the time in my personal life to practice and like get comfortable with it, because it is kind of a stressful run to get like, you know, a couple times I got like 8 hours into it and then messed up the run to where, you know, couldn't finish it, or couldn't, yeah. So, this is a little safer. Let's see, what else do I have to do? And so yeah, the events that I have to do for, other than get 50,000 G for the best ending, there's the 5, they're called the mecha events that you have to do for Alice for best ending, and those don't start till the first winter. Come on. Did not mean to do that. We're not going to save until the 21st. And I really hope we don't have to do the horse race multiple times at the start. What's up, Biggie? Yeah, so I picked up this game over at the beginning of quarantine, really, the beginning of the COVID pandemic, when everyone was locked in their homes for the summer, and yeah, I really spent a lot of time with it, and routed it and did individual level runs for each of the 16 event paths, and yeah, it's pretty much just me and Miseru for much of it. Okay, it's the 19th. Thank you, thank you. I will try to get it. Okay, here's the 20th. So tomorrow we're going to save. Just for horse race safety. And I do that even not in a marathon setting, because the horse race is so treacherous. Here's the 21st. It could be really bad if I don't save. We'd have to come up with a contingency plan. So let's save. Because I don't want to have to raise any more money. Because like I said, we've already, like, we worked for Rudolph 4 times, so we only have 1 more time to work for him to get money from him. If we had to. Okay, so we saved. Here's the horse race. The only thing really you can do on this day, if you have to go to the horse race, is wait. Other than that, the only other thing I do really is, well, actually we can collect some gifts. I don't think anything is open. Maybe I should. I'm gonna start gifting Aurelia tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah, we've got some time here. I'm actually going to look at my strategy guide a bit and brush up on Aurelia just so I don't forget anything. But we have to wait until 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. and every hour in this game is 45 real seconds. Oh, this thing. So the only other thing I do, other than wait on horse race days, if I have to go to the horse race, is for Joe, I would go to the ocean and fish for 10 fish. Because if you're doing a Joe run, you need fish, and waiting for the horse race is like a really good time to do that. So I do that in all event paths. Oh, there's a dogfight going on outside. A literal dogfight. And I hope the dogs involved are okay, because it sounds violent. Okay, I think they're okay. I can hear both dogs barking. They're not my dogs. Oh, let's see. Let me look at Aurelia's gift preferences. So, affection in this, talking and gifting are the ways to get affection. You all know this. Talking is +1 per day, and then gifts range from +1 to +3, depending on how much they like them. Aurelia's favorite thing is lumber, right? That's like the only thing that she loves randomly, and lumber is not super easy to come by in this game, actually. To get it yourself, you have to work for Woody, but you have to part-time work for Woody 5 times before he'll let you cut down your own trees, or cut down your own lumber, and that takes a bit of time. And then once you're able to cut down your own lumber, you really only get like 5 pieces a day with like the base stamina that you're given and everything. And to get like any house extensions and stuff, you're gonna need a lot more lumber than that, so it's kind of annoying. But you can also buy it at the horse race. And I think we have to have, there might be one point in Aurelia's run where we have to have a piece of lumber. I'm not sure on that. But we're not going to go out of our way to get lumber to give her a gift, even though it's +3 for her. It's just not really viable. Yes, Monka. I don't know why I'm running around with this red herb. Does she like red herb? Yeah, she likes red herb. She likes everything. She doesn't. The only thing she dislikes is fodder, green herbs, scrap metal, and bugs. So, and those are we can avoid giving those to her pretty easily. Yeah, it is. I learned though, when routing Katie, that if you give golden eggs to Woody, he lets you chop wood. Wait, what happens? Do you remember, Mizuru? If you give a golden egg to Woody, he like lets you chop wood, even if you haven't finished part-time work, and then once you can chop your own wood for Woody, he only lets you do it every 3 days, so that you don't cut down the whole forest, even though it's a game. And the trees grow back anyway. Yeah, she does have broad interests and interesting fascination with lumber. So like I said, I've run every event path in this game multiple times, but it's always been in like a speedrun setting, and I know the gist of all the storylines just from doing them and reading them and everything, but I don't know like the real specifics of all the conversations and everything. So Aurelia moves here with Chester. They live at the church because he's like a harvest goddess priest. And her story involves playing ocarina for the Bluebird, I think. I think we're going to see the Bluebird in this. Yeah, her run is the Bluebird run, which is the source of blue feathers in the Harvest Moon world, I guess, or at least in Leaf Valley. Okay, we got 1 more hour. 45 more seconds. Let's really hope this. Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I almost I thought I forgot to do something, but we're good. So yeah, I hope this goes well. Because every time you have to reset the horse race, it's like 10 minutes. So actually, I'm going to ask the mods right now, is it okay, since this is a marathon, and is it okay if I make it an illegal run and use a save state just to potentially save like a ton of time? I'm going to make a save state anyway, but let me know if it'd be okay to use, worst case scenario. Alright, here we go. We're gonna bet. We're gonna buy 40. Oh, I can buy, no, just 40. Oh, okay, let's not do that. Let's do that. Who are we gonna bet on? To be honest, it's probably ace, but you never know. Oof, I really don't know. Just for odds sake, we're gonna go with ace. Thanks, Desert. It would be pretty helpful. I would never do this in a normal run, but like having to wait 10 minutes every time is not fun. This is an illegal game. Don't watch. No, it's cool. I have a legit UMD copy of this game, so I think like I'm allowed to stream an emulated version of it. Hey, I won. That's good. So we need oh shit, what is it? 830 medals total to be able to buy a bunch of fine cheese. Alright, so we got 80 medals. Now it gets tricky because we have to do it again. Or let's go with come on, let me think about this. I'm trying to think because the ones that sometimes the same ones went, like, Thunder is a fast one, Hermes is a fast one, Millie is not a fast one ever, because I think that's Gwen's horse, and she's terrible. Or is that Bob's? Hey, yois. I'm feeling macadamia. I don't have an explanation for it, but let's do it. Especially with this save state, I feel much better about this. That takes a lot of pressure off. That's not who I voted for. Who I bet on. Is it? I can't remember now. Is this macadamia? This is not macadamia. Whoever this is killing it, though. It's not Hermes, it's not Millie. Oh, this might be Hermes. Oh, it's Thunder? Macadamia better take this one. I should have done the save state after I won the first race. Oh shit, we got an upset, Come on, come on, come on. Oh wait, is that Millie? Oh my god, is that macadamia? Oh! Oh my god. This is an intense race. Dude, macadamia was in the lead for a second. Are you kidding me? Jeez. Dude, macadamia. Sorry guys, we're doing it again. But it's fine. Oh wait, I think, I have the same odds for the first race, I believe, so it should be okay. Oh no. Oh no, it's different horses. Shadow could win though. Could be Blaze though. Could be Polo. Honestly, these are all good horses too. Shoot. Dang, I wish I had saved after that one. Let's go with Shadow. So I have a kind of a just generous estimate, mainly for this. That was not right. Let's do it again, baby. That's hilarious. I love that. I love using a save state. I'm sorry if it makes it illegitimate, but that's great. This is just such a painful part, and literally it takes 10 to 12 minutes every time you reset, which is just... Okay, wait, this is the same odds as last time, and who just won? Polo? Wait a minute. Okay, so I guess it's seated on when you enter the race? Maybe? Let's hope it goes the same way. Retro killed DS. I didn't realize, like, I knew, like, so much has happened in the last year in the DS runs, but I am still unfamiliar with it. Dude, what in the hell? We'll get this, dude. We'll get this eventually. I'm so glad. See, this would have been like 40 minutes. Sorry. Yeah, so even though I'm still pretty unfamiliar with DS, watching Retros run the other night was really cool. I didn't realize quite how much tech there was and how many things there were to do in that game and in that run. Because I had that game, you know, when it came out and stuff, but I didn't put too much time into it, actually. This game is making a mockery of me. See, but if we just get through this, the run will be so much smoother. And you see how terrible best ending can be? I got, in the current world record for this, I got extremely lucky by winning my first 2 horse races and getting everything right off the bat. Okay, there we go. That's good. No, what the hell, dude? I thought I bet on Bolo. I'm so sorry, everybody. I didn't, even with the save states, I didn't expect it to be like this, because it's usually not that bad. I'm gonna keep betting on Polo. Okay, well, I mean, as long as Polo stays in the lead here, that's good. Jeez, okay, finally. So yeah, this game can be unforgivingly long. Yes, I would like to bet. And let's bet on Thunder. Dude, Thunder or Gorgonzola, honestly. Let's just do Thunder just in case. Billion milk glitch. Excuse me. Sorry for burping. Okay, of course Macadamia's in the lead. Is this Macadamia? Did I finish what I was saying? Yeah, Retro's run was really cool because I didn't know how much was in that game. I love Witch Princess. I wish she was easier to marry. Or even, is she even possible to marry in the English release? I don't think so. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Was that what I needed? I think I need 4 to win. And so after we get the 50 Gs from this, we're basically just going to focus on Aurelia and sleeping. And that'll be much easier and chiller. Yeah, and there's... The horse race is pretty cool. And there's 3 races. There's there's the short distance, the long distance, and then the, what do they call it? This is not my horse. Come on. Same odds. Short distance, long distance, and why can't I think of it? It's the one with hurdles. What are they called? I'm unfamiliar with horse racing. Real horse racing. Anyway, yeah, 3 races. You can bet on all of them. And they're different lengths. This is not going my way. I'm just in... how far away is 4? Pretty far back. Let's bust it. Bust it up, dude. I have no regrets. Macadamia. You my girl, Macadamia. Ooh. Yeah, this round would not have been, honestly, at this point, steeplechase. Thank you, Retro. Honestly, yeah. I mean, in best ending, I wouldn't have settled even for 1 reset. It takes me about 30 minutes in a best ending run to get to... I think it's about 30 minutes to where you're betting on the first horse race. And so, I'll give it that 30 minutes, but then if I fail the first horse race, that's a reset. But, because it's just so much time. Who did I bet on? Macadamia? Bob? Dude, what is Bob doing? Bob never wins. Get out of here, Bob. Dude, Bob. Unchill, bro. Okay, 3 is not Macadamia. 2 is Macadamia. I'll let it play out, though. And as soon as... Yeah, I'm sad that I've been looking forward to this marathon forever, and learned just recently that I've been working crazy hours and unable to give it, I'd be unable to watch it. Come on, Bob, get out of here. I hate Bob. No, I don't really hate Bob, but he's like the rival for Gwen, who's best girl in this game. And his run is also, or originally was not fun to run. It's okay now that I've figured out some things. Oh, every song in this game is really good. And the Save the Homeland soundtrack is really good too, but I like that this one is different. Again, I'm resetting. We just gotta get through this, y'all. We're gonna do it. And I'm super sorry for this. Marathon luck and all that, you know. So yeah, I did my save state after I won the first race, so that we don't, because you have to win multiple races, is the thing. Not only do you have to bet correctly once, but more than once. 2 at best. Which, you know, the odds get exponentially harder to do that. Oh, and something I didn't realize, like, throughout all of my routing in this game, pretty much until I did all event paths, I didn't realize that in the 3rd year, the seasons get all new songs, and they're all bangers. Okay, I'm gonna quit betting on Macadamia. He's not ever gonna win. And then the second I don't bet for him, or her, they're gonna lose. I'm doing it again. We're just going for Gorgonzola. Save the soundtrack. My brain's autocorrect doesn't work well. Yeah, for real. Bob is also like 3 times bigger than any of the other jockeys. I'm never gonna bet on Bob. I don't want Bob to succeed. Sorry, Lana, if you're watching. Oh my god, Bob, dude! That would be... Oh my god, blue shell. Okay, not only does Bob, like, never win, but, oh my god. Okay, yeah, Bob, get out of the way. Do not get stuck behind Bob. Come on, Macadamia. Or Gorgonzola, I mean. Ah, Gorgonzola! Blue shell. Blue shell, more Come on, Gorgonzola. Dude, don't get behind him. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is it, this is it. That was... These horse races get intense. Okay, so 198. That's still not great. We'll take it though, obviously. We need 830. We're gonna save. One more time, baby. One more time. We got 339. Millie, we're not betting for. We're going for, you know, let's go with Gambit. And we should have enough after this. Okay, I already forgot who I voted for. Gambit, number 1. And of course, he's not in the lead, but he is in second. Oh yeah, but I was saying the year 3 music goes incredibly hard. It has no right to go as hard as it does. This is the steeplechase run, race, which is the longest, I think. I think it takes the long... Actually, it might be shorter than the long distance, time-wise. Okay, that happens occasionally. Yeah, boy. Yeah, Gambit, get in there. My girlfriend had a rat named Gambit. That was a great creature. Ooh, this is it. This is neck and neck. And I think whoever... Okay, well... Yeah, Athena. Okay. Get out of the way, Tim. Yes, I would like to bet. I have an addiction. Okay, I have a feeling Gambit's got this one, and we'll be done with this nonsense. I can't believe I didn't think of this ahead of time. I was just gonna go into this without thinking about the save state method and just take my chances. But hell no, that would have been marathon suicide. But I do want to show off best ending, so I'm glad that I can use save states because the rest of the run, best ending, is a pretty entertaining watch. Because we'll have to do the mecha events later on, and those are some of the most entertaining parts of the game. For sure. We have to, so part of Funland's ploy to destroy the town, or take over the town, get everyone move out, as you'll see, is to use 5 different robots. Wait, did I bet on... Oh, this is not right either. Sorry. I was not going to win that one. Let's just call it early. And if this doesn't work, I'll go for Athena. So yeah, the Funland Corporation, Alice and her cronies, make 5 different, like, mechs. You know what? I'm gonna say that Athena always starts on the inside, it looks like, so let's go with her. Yeah, but the mechs are pretty funny, that they're gonna, like, their plan is to kick everyone out, or, like, scare everyone out of town using, like, a mecha. There's a mecha... What's the order? There's a mecha bird, then a mecha mole, then a mecha tree, then a mecha fish? Is that all of them? Am I missing one? I don't know. I'll look at my splits later. Or when they advance more. That's alright, we're going for Athena this time. Gambit was... Okay, well, now here comes Gambit. No, but we got this. And I want to say we have that's enough money. Oh, it's 600. We're close. I'm not worried about it anymore. So, yeah, the mecha tree. So now what we're going to do, use all of our, oh yeah, we got just enough. We're gonna buy 83 fine cheese. And oh, do we have enough for some lumber? We can get 2 lumber. And from here, all right, we're done. We're done with the BS. And we're saved. And now I'm gonna start wooing Aurelia. Oh, actually, wait. Here comes Alice to like talk some smack. Yeah, another idea I didn't get to finish talking about or saying earlier was, you know, since I've done all these runs in a speedrun setting and not really in a casual setting, all these event paths, I want to do a casual all event paths run playthrough eventually, just so I can really soak in all the storylines. Because this one, the way the event path system works, how like every character has like multiple events throughout the year, it really feels like a fleshed out story, and it's really like, you know, it's a really immersive, I guess, overall narrative that they built, especially if you're doing everyone's event path at once, which is totally doable, especially casually. You know, you're learning a lot about all the characters. They each have their quirks, and every story has like its own. Like for Aurelia, we're gonna play the ocarina a few times, which you don't do for any other run. You know, for Joe, you have to fish and catch the magical fish or whatever it is, the silver fish. Cool stuff. Oh wait, I was waiting for a certain time, but I didn't need to. She'll be down here. Yeah. What the heck? I should have changed. Oh, I need to change my controls a little bit. Let's give her a lumber. It's her favorite. I'll save one for her birthday, actually. Which is... What is her birthday? I gotta find out real quick. Oops. Fall 5th. Okay. So, keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to keep track of her. Since it's only one person, we can keep track of her affection. She is at, let's say, 4 now. And luckily, Aurelia is one that we can reach from the very beginning. I mean, from like the start of each day. Because some characters like Dia, you can't talk to until 8. If we were doing a Dia run. My cat really wants my attention. I'm sorry, buddy. Got the need for speed. I love you, though. Good boy. Let's hope she's upstairs. I can't remember. Sometimes she's upstairs, sometimes she's downstairs. That's what I was doing wrong. I opened my start menu instead of just pulling it out of there. I'm just going to talk to him just to be safe, in case I have to meet him outside of a cutscene. I feel like there's still plenty to talk about, but I don't know what to talk about yet. I guess as we get to things. Oh, I do need to go sell all this fine cheese that I bought at Ronald. I could sell some things too. Oh, I'm glad the frame rate's better too. Thank you, Eludra. and glad, hope you guys enjoy. It's a good game. Minus the sleeping, which you'll see plenty of, trust me. But you guys have been watching people sleep for days at this point. We all have. Okay, I'm messing up my controls. Let's give her blueberry. I keep forgetting to go to Ronald's, but there's no real time rush. From OBS, probably. Because my internet's strong, the game is playing fine on my end, but like I said, I'm just like pretty illiterate with the whole streaming thing, honestly. Because I had never really streamed until I picked up speedrunning Harvest Moon games, which was only at the beginning of 2020. Pro sleep is great. What's up, iBums? I'm sorry I missed almost everyone's run, but I'm glad they're all being uploaded to YouTube so I can catch up, because I wanted to see every single run, pretty much. Let's just grab this. You know, we can give her anything. Let's give her red herbs, too. Yeah. Hopefully it's good enough for the rest of the run. Hope it doesn't get terrible. Yeah, OBS, I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with the streaming thing, so my settings could be just like clearly wrong. Oh, the timer's losing frames. Not my timer. So yeah, if the timer's losing frames too, then it should be okay, right? Because it should also be dropping. I don't know. Oh, Saturday, Sunday. What days is she not available? She's available every day. That's so good. I'm so sorry, Priya. And Desert, what was the VBR thing you said earlier? I'm open to any suggestions to help the stream that I can do on my end. Oh, let's go upstairs. Dialogue's changing, that's good. Let's try to think. So 23. Why am I even doing this? I'm distracting myself. So this is the 6th day. I think Desert's hosting, but Desert usually has strong connection. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I'm about to do some math in my head. So this is the 6th day. 15 plus 15. Oh, she's already at like 30. She's at like 35, I'm gonna say, affection right now, which is because she got the 15 points in the beginning. Maybe I'll call it 30 just so I don't overestimate myself. Which I am known to do. And we can sleep till the first event now for sure. So let's do that. And I just need to pick any one of these days to go see Ronald, but we have to wait till 8 a.m. to do so. Yeah, let's do it on a Monday. It's a clear Monday. That's perfect. We can also go see Lewis because I need to buy the ocarina. And there's really no more like waiting time that I have to do that I can think of in this run. So we'll just get it done today. Give me some blueberries. Blueberries. Yeah, I'm showing 0 dropped frames on my end, actually. I just noticed. Man. Yeah, my encoding is overloaded. I don't know what else to change on it. Yeah, just blame Desert. It's easy to blame Desert. Desert does absolutely nothing for this community. You know, of course I'm joking. Desert does everything. Thanks, Odd Tom. I mean, Odd Spencer. Oh wait, I think, yeah, I mean, that's probably it. I could have probably just messed with my settings while I was waiting for this to happen. Let's sell all this fine cheese. Oh, okay, so I'm 200 short of 50k. We can make that up later. Or we can just do it now. Just sell things. Too bad things sell for very little in this game. Now we're 60 bucks away. 60 G's. Yeah, what was the VBR thing? Did anyone else have choppy runs this marathon? Or is it just me? Oh. It's just a nickname, Odd Tom. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no, I just made it up, actually. Calling you that. Because I know your real name is Tom. Tom Odd. Variable bitrate essentially makes video quality fluctuate instead of buffering. Is that in OBS settings? Let me look at it. Because I will take the time to do that. Is it on output? Encoder preset. I have dynamically changed bitrate to manage congestion, but it's grayed out. I can't do it while I'm streaming. Let's keep looking at things. I don't see it. I'm gonna try it. Let me look at one thing. If I set my encoder preset, it's at balanced right now. Would speed or quality, you know which one would be better? If either one would be, to have the encoder preset prefer speed or balance? I mean speed or quality. Let's go this way. Oh, I can make money. I know a way to make money. What am I doing? I have one more day working for Rudolph if I want it. Bro, go inside. I need your store to open. Eh. Speed, maybe. Let's do this. Speed, you're right, always speed. I can try it, guarantee, there's no guarantee it'll work. Definitely something I should have ironed out beforehand. Apologies. I've been working like 13-hour days every day, and then have like no turnaround time for the morning, and then have like no time. I can't like look at my phone and stuff during work usually either. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I'm going this way. I can't talk and game at the same time. So after this, we're just gonna sleep a while. Oh, I'm not talking to you, I'm doing this. By the ocarina. It's 450. And I think that's all we need. I hope. Oh god, get out of here, bro. What? That was crazy. I opened the menu after I had already select slept. Cool. So we got the ocarina now. There's Chester telling us that it's the first day of summer, aka Earth Day, which means we cannot pick anything from the ground. We can't we can't like sickle anything, can't cut any crops. You can't touch the earth on Earth Day. Let me change that in my settings real quick and see if it helps. One moment. Just that one thing. That would be great if it made all the difference. Should I enforce streaming service bitrate limits? Okay. Oops. Summer theme. Yeah, summer theme is pretty good. I think the fall theme is maybe my favorite of the first 2 years, but then the year 3 themes are also good. I didn't mean to save. We're not gonna save. So now we're sleeping until summer 16th, which will be our first event for Aurelia. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the timer now. We're already an hour 13 minutes in. It's alright. The hardest part is out of the way. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh my god. I entered my house too early, which I never do. I know better than that. My muscle memory alone should stop me from doing that. And there's a bunch of interesting little tech things for depending on what run you're doing. Like if you have to take care of animals for Bob or something, for Bob or Gwen or Katie. Speak of the devil. Then yeah, there's things to do to take care of animals, you know, like there are in many Harvest Moon games. The way to do it fast, quickly. Same with growing crops and all that Harvest Moon stuff. It's going to get more interesting soon, especially when we get to winter. Because Aurelia's things, there's some stuff in winter for her also. Here's the 11th. Just sleeping. When I did the any % bad ending run, because I guess someone had to do it, which you start the game and then you just sleep every day till the end of the second year to get the bad ending. And that alone took, I think, 70 minutes or so. It's ridiculous how long it takes to sleep in this game. Here's the 15th. And the 16th. So here comes our first event for Aurelia's Path. Event path. I really like the spring theme too. It's, you know, it's just a solid spring theme. Of course, we're not going to get too much time to listen to them through. Here's the first event. What's that sound? Here's Wallace saying, everyone's like, where's that music coming from? We'll find out later. Since we ran out of the house, let's go see Aurelia. And I want to say, I'll check her affection when we get back to the house and see if she's over 40 yet. Because we can check the diary to see how many hearts she has, or any of the characters. Hey, buddy. Come on. Okay, she's at purple. I forgot we could see it from there, too. So she's at 40 already. Does anyone know if she was already at 40? I don't think so. Or if she already had a purple heart by her name. Oops. Keep doing that. So hard for me to talk and do this. Keep sleeping. So now we're sleeping till the 26th for her next event. I'm glad I have that 4-hour estimate. I feel pretty good about things. Definitely didn't need 5 hours, but 4 is like some nice cushioning. What else? What else is there to talk about? Yeah, so I was going to do all event paths, which would have been great, and I hope I can do that next year or something. Let's just save, why not? But didn't really have time to practice that or to commit to the schedule. And then instead of that, I was going to do like a viewer's choice like we did today, but instead of doing one, I was going to have the viewers choose all three event paths for me to do, which would be fun. But like I said earlier, if the viewers chose like 3 of the hardest event paths, it could be over 5 hours for sure. But there's just too much difference between what it could have been. It could be like a 2.5 hour run, or it could be like a 5 hour run, just depending on the event paths and if I mess them up or not. Rainy summer. Oh, I guess it's the 3rd part of the summer, which is always the rainy season of this month. The months in this game, like other Harvest Moon games, have like designated parts of the season. There's dry seasons, wet seasons, and something else. And it's always the same. I mean, the days aren't always the same, but like the summer, like whatever, summer 21st to 30th will always have the same chances of rain. Which are different from like summer 1st, where it's the dry season and it won't rain at all. What is it, 25th? Okay, here comes the 26th. We don't need to save, but why not? And so now, ooh, it's Sunday. That doesn't make sense. Hold on a second. Let's do it tomorrow, because I know we have multiple days for it. Okay, unless it's closed on Monday. It is closed on Monday. Let me make sure I can... Oh, and it's race day anyway. Nothing is open. Okay. So it's Tuesday, the 28th. Should be fine. We have to go to the cafe. The cafe doesn't open until... Shoot, it might be not till noon, actually. But it's okay, we can use Ronald and Rudolph to pass time. Let me just make sure, though. Yeah, okay. Ooh, full moonberry. So we're gonna wait for Ronald to open so that we can use him to pass time. Got a minute. What was I about to do? I'm gonna look at her event paths just to make sure, because there's a window of time that you have to get each event in, and I have messed up runs by missing events completely, thinking I had enough time to do them, and I didn't. Like, a couple of the events happen only on one day, and if you miss them, it's game over. Here we go. This is the 26th. Okay, yeah. We're good. We're golden. Oh, looking away from my screen. So we'll do this. It's good that we're getting money too, because we need to make a little bit just to get back to 50,000. But we're also passing time. You get 3 hours working for Ronald passed, and I think you get 4 hours, maybe 3, working for Rudolph. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to wait out the rest of this hour. You know, actually, I'm gonna go visit Aurelia in the time, I think. Unless she's unable to be found, which we're gonna find out. There she is. In a better spot. Sweeping the grass. Like, she and Gina are both outside sweeping grass with a broom. Yeah, there's a lot of characters we're not going to see at all in this run, like Gina and Dia. Okay, 12 o'clock. Here we go. This should be the second event. Here it is. The second event for Aurelia. Oops. Sorry, I looked away again. So again, this is one, like, I don't remember the specifics of these conversations because I'm always mashing through it, but it's like they know Aurelia is the one playing Ocarina or something and she's denying it. Honestly, I could be butchering it. Something like that. And she's playing the Ocarina to bring back the bluebirds, which I guess disappeared, but they like her music, and so they will return eventually because of our Ocarina playing. Or something like that. What am I doing? The next event takes place on fall 7th, so we're going to sleep till fall 5th, which is Aurelia's birthday. And boost her up 10 points. And I want to say she's just under, I believe she's just under 50, maybe she's at 50 affection points. By the end of the run, we have to get her to 110. But I really have not been keeping careful track of it. I'm not too worried about it. We can look at her affection in the diary and by talking to her. Oops. Okay, one more day. So here is fall 5th. We're gonna get rid of that last piece of lumber that we have. What the heck? That has never happened. I looked away for 1 second and ran into the corner. I mean, it's never happened there. I've done that elsewhere plenty of times. I keep looking at my my notes. Because there's just... It may not seem like it, but it is kind of a lot for me to keep track of in my head. Even though, yeah, it's actually not that much. I'm just also in marathon mode. Alright, it's your birthday, girl. And I guess I gave you all the lumber already. That's dumb of me. But here's a birthday present. So hopefully that was, like, 10 points? I don't know if it was. Maybe favorite gifts are 10 points. But it's definitely at least 5. I guess there's no reason why we shouldn't just be visiting her every day till we get to 110 and then not talk to her ever again. Because you don't lose affection when you stop talking to people. And we have her third event tomorrow, and then her fourth one the day after that. We're gonna see the first. We're about to see the first Ocarina event tomorrow. Yeah, I like this fall theme a lot. She's not here, she's upstairs. Okay. Oh, maybe it doesn't matter. Here is fall 7th and Aurelia's third event. We are going to run up to the lake. We have the ocarina. I think we have to equip it. No, we don't have to equip it. You only have to use the ocarina. The only other thing you use the ocarina for, outside of Aurelia's event path, is use it with the dog to dig up power berries. The power berries run is interesting in this game. It's kind of fun. That was I think that's my oldest run on the leaderboard right now, so I might need to revisit it soon. But it's a unique run. Here we go. This is Aurelia 3. Okay. Mini games. And this looks really easy, and it is really easy, but you can also mess it up. And once you mess up one note, for some reason, you mess up like 5 after them. And you have to get a certain percentage of them correct for each of these ocarina events. Believe it or not, I have failed them before, or failed one before, so I'm gonna actually not talk anymore. We're doing fine though. Boom. Is that it? 100%. Aurelia is gonna love that. What? Who said that? Unlike Save the Homeland, they don't get affection boosts for witnessing the events, or for doing well in them, I think. Only for gifting and talking. But you do need to see the events to complete the event path. So that was Aurelia 3. I've not even been splitting on my own splits. I don't need my splits for split purposes, but just to keep track of where I am in the run. Sorry, I'm doing something. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. We should have gotten the other event today. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't have everything in my notes. We're going the right way. So now we're running over to the carpentry area for the next event. I don't think I have to play Ocarina right now, but maybe. Gwen, best girl. I like the song too. Oh, Bluebird, there it is. And yeah, this cutscene, the audio and everything is choppy for me too. That's just part of mashing through them. We're playing this on English. I also have Japanese ROM, but it's slower. The loading screens take longer. So it's faster to play an English version. And I don't have a Japanese UMD yet, so I'm not sure if that's true for like physical hardware version of the game. But I'll get one and find out. But I think it I have a feeling it'll be the same. Harvest Festival. We're not going to any festivals this run, because they're not going to help us, even though I think some of them give affection boosts. I'm not sure which ones, and I don't think any of them are relevant to this run. Here's fall 11. So now we're sleeping all the way through fall. We're sleeping till winter 2nd for the first Alice event, the first Mecha event, which I said are pretty fun. What's up, Goodsley? AKA Morgan, AKA Glitter for those Among Us peeps out there who have played with us. I didn't mean to do this, but let's take a safety save. Why not? Can't hurt. Even though I guess I just saved the other day, it's fine. So many safety saves, so sloppy. This is like so far from a competitive run. I mean, it's not even a legal run, but you know, it's a marathon. I'm just happy to get to show you guys this, and I'm glad everyone got a chance to show off like games they love and have worked on. And I invite anyone who's willing or wants to or is curious about this to pick up this game, because there's still things to be found for sure. There are glitches known, but none are useful. Mostly just graphical bugs and stuff. This is an unnecessary cutscene, but we get it just for meeting Woody, so we gotta sit through it. If we'd never met Woody, we wouldn't have to sit through this cutscene, but we needed to for Aurelia's event path. Pog. HM Among Us crew indeed. I kind of retired from it for a while because Among Us kind of stresses me out sometimes, especially when everyone's really good. And it's harder when you're playing with friends, because I feel like it's harder to like lie to your friends repeatedly and get away with it. But playing the other week with Odd Tom and his friends again, you know, I'm down to get back into it. Play some more Among Us. When are those updates are coming out? Tall Harvest Moon. Yeah, Toy. This guy's name is Toy, which is, I think, both the worst and the best name for a Harvest Moon protagonist. Which is, it's the same as Save the Homeland, because again, this is an enhanced remake, but I'm way more familiar with this game than I am with Save the Homeland. And for all intents and purposes, they are completely different games. This was rebuilt from the ground up, and I'm pretty sure, like, the gist of the storylines, there's 8 endings in Save the Homeland, whereas there's like 16 event paths in this one. And I think even the dialogue for the ones that are similar were rewritten and different. And the map was redesigned, rebuilt, the characters redesigned, or redesigned. It's its own game. Save the Homeland is great too. I've started playing it for the first time just this past year. Not much, mind you, but I like it too. It's sort of simpler than this one. Yeah, I see them every Wednesday or Thursday. I guess Thursday now. And I'll join in every once in a while, but haven't been really. Our Harvest Moon nights sort of fell off, which is understandable. I wish there was like a Harvest Moon MMO or something that we could all run around in. Any game devs out there, get on it. If there was like a WoW, like a Harvest Moon WoW, like a Lord of the Rings online kind of thing, it'd be lit. Too lit. Alright, we're almost through the fall. You kind of just have to shut your brain off and let your fingers do the work here. Otherwise, you'll go insane. I can talk through this part. Get out of here, parsley. Bringing me plants. Yes, Hero of Leaf Valley needs more. And Harvest Moon in general. Oh, no, you're saying Among Us. Do they need more players? Yeah, we were playing with like 6 people. But that's fun too. Don't Starve looks interesting and cool. And I know Stardew Valley has co-op, but it's not the same. Not exactly what I meant, at least. Ooh, gardening in FF14. That's kind of cool, I think. So what if there was a HM MMO where you could all coexist in the same like map, same server, each have your own farm, you know, marry an NPC or marry each other? Like, come on, that's a good idea, right? Especially if you could have like, I don't know what it would be. If you could have like 50 people in a server, I don't know how likely or possible that would be, but that'd be cool. Alright, so this is the last day of fall, going into winter. And honestly, we'll take a safety save, even though we really don't need it, just for marathon luck, because the first mecha event is tomorrow, and we cannot fail any of the mecha events, even though they are all easy. And not only do we have to succeed in the event paths, we have to, for a couple of them, answer questions a certain way, or we fail them. So here's, yeah, the harvest sprites show up and they're like, there's this crazy bird doing stuff, attacking the crops, and we're gonna go fight it off. Hey, Muser, run's going well. I mean, you saw the horse race fiasco. Other than that, everything's fine. Here's the mecha bird, the first mecha event. And I'm pretty positive that none of this is in Save the Homeland, right? I mean, Alice isn't even in Save the Homeland, is she? Yeah, Winter Theme goes hard too. Winter Theme's great. So, Lewis. And Lewis is the town inventor. He's like the Rick of this town, of Leaf Valley. The Rick of Leaf Valley. He's the Rickest Rick. Oh god. So we have to pick up all the food items. And we're just gonna do it in any order. Wait, what the heck? Is it dying? Okay, cool. I thought we were about to lose for some reason. Okay. So that was actually not as fast as it could have been. That was not a great mecha bird. You have to pick up all the food off the ground so that it can't eat anything and has no fuel. And I like to do it before it can eat anything, but it got some food. And then for some reason it flies into the ocean and dies. I mean, I guess because it ran out of gas. So that was the first mecha event. The RoboCrow. Yeah. There's a funny cutscene later that I think we'll see regarding the mecha crow. Oh, it is the crow, not bird. Yeah, I've been calling it the mecha bird. It's the mecha crow. And there's some good like post Mecha Crow cutscenes that I think we'll see. I honestly can't remember how to trigger them, but Lewis fights back with his own like Robo Scarecrow. Yeah, the dramatic music in this game is pretty good. And there's some glitches you can do, different ones where you sort of get locked into a theme and it'll play like the dramatic theme just over everything for days at a time until the next like event happens. I've had that happen a couple times. I don't know what she's at now. I haven't talked to her in a few days. Oh, I have to have her at 50 by now. That could be bad, even though I think she's really close. How much time do I have for this one? A few days. I think I have enough time. Okay. I actually should not have saved there. This could be bad. Not terrible. We'll still continue, but oh boy. I got lax in my wooing. So we have to go see Aurelia every day just to be safe. Although I'm pretty sure I'm close. Oh, I have to be at the cafe anyway. Yeah, so we should be fine actually. I'm gonna give it today. If we don't get the event today, no problem, per se. But it's likely that we will get it today. We just have to wait for the cafe to open, which again, it opens at 12. And so instead of waiting that whole time, we're gonna wait for Ronald to open so that we can pass a few hours. And yeah. And her heart won't change colors until 80 now. When she gets to 80, she will go green, I think, or blue. Oh yeah, there's sorry, I just saw your comment, Oludra. There are, for the mecha events, each one is kind of like a boss battle, and there's 5 of them. I keep saying 5. There are 5, right? There's the bird, there's the crow, the tree, the fish, the mole, and I feel like I'm forgetting one, but maybe I'm not. Yeah, crow, mole, tree, fish. I guess that's it. There's 4. And then some like subsequent events that we'll have to see. Am I missing one? Oh, the horse. Yes, the mecha horse. We also have to beat the horse race. We have to race in the horse race and win. Which shouldn't be trouble, but it can be, you know. I hate not running up to Ronald. I always try to talk to him from as far away as possible, and like just now I wasn't close enough. 80 she goes blue. Yes, she do. Okay, so yeah, let's wait till noon so we can go in the cafe and hopefully get this cutscene. I think we're good. The next threshold is she has to be at 60 by spring 7th, which that should be fine too. I think we're already over 50. We might even be over 60. I don't know. I'm just gonna actually start gifting her every day, just so to avoid anything going wrong. Okay, cool. We got it. So here's Aurelia 5. Just more talk about the bluebird. And I love that Aurelia is available at the beginning of every day, 7 days a week. That's great. Oh, and we got, okay, cool. And from working for Ronald a couple times, we got over 50G now, so we got that done. Beautiful. So technically right now we are set for at least the Alice ending. If we just lived to the end of the game right now, we would beat it technically. It would just be the plain Alice ending. It wouldn't be the best ending. But we have fulfilled the requirement necessary to beat the game. But not for this run. Oh, there she was. So dumb. If you're so sleepy, don't wake up so early. All you're doing is standing in the church window, and nobody else comes to the church. We're just gonna gift her every day until Blue Heart, I guess, because we're not like, it's not a waste of time. We have to do it. There's no better time to do it than now. And every day that we talk to her and give her a gift, it's +3. So, you know, roughly every 3 days we're going up 10 points. How do you get the blue feather in this? Actually, you can't get married in this game until year 3, so I've never been married in this game. Why am I running out? I should just sleep. I don't think so. Yeah, so you can only get married after year 2, after you save the valley. And if you don't save the valley, you can't continue to year 3. So you have to beat the game one way or another to continue to year 3 and get married. But like a marriage run isn't really viable. I mean, it is. You would just have to do a full 80% run first and then get married. And I'm blanking on on the other requirements for marriage are. There may not even be any, actually. I've never really worried about that because I've never done a marriage run and I haven't played a full casual run of this game. Blue dog. So the dog in this game, you have to befriend the dog. There are 2 dogs that you can get. There's the black one that was right outside, and then there's the normal Harvest Moon dog. And you basically, to win the dog, you put food in the dog bowl outside your house every day. I think you have to do it 30 times, 30 days, and then at that point you can talk to one of the dogs, and whichever one you talk to, or whichever one, you can go up to either one and like adopt it, and then whichever after that, that's your dog, and the other one disappears. And they randomly switch places. Like there's the black one on my farm, and then some days it'll be the red one. I mean the normal one, the brown one. But yeah, and the dogs have no difference, and they're only useful speedrunning wise for power berries because you have to have a dog to get power berries. Power berries, and there are 5 power berries in this game. Yeah, the Power Berries run is interesting and fun, and I'm actually gonna probably run it again soon because, like I said, it's probably the oldest of mine on the leaderboard. It needs to be rerun. Although I feel like my time on it is pretty solid. Okay, Winter 9. The next event happens Winter 20th. It'll be the second mecha event. And I don't really have... do red herbs grow in winter? I'm gonna go check. I think they do, actually. I was thinking I didn't have any gifts left. Yeah, red herbs. What's up? 4 of them. And cranberry. I mean, wait, cranberries? What are these? Chestnuts. Oh, 4 chestnuts, 4 red herbs. That was great foraging RNG. Because there can be anywhere from 1 to 4 of each of them. Yeah, I like the winter music a lot. Definitely recommend this soundtrack, if nothing else. I think it's kind of hard to find actually, and because it's not labeled well on YouTube, but I found a playlist that has it all. Not the one from HM Otaku, because the HM Otaku actually posted a playlist of the music from this game, but it's incomplete and the songs are all too short. You don't hear the whole song. But I think I posted it in the Discord in the whole channel. I kind of want to turn up the desktop audio. I mean the game audio, just to so everyone can hear these bangers, even though we're not getting much chance to listen to them. Come on. I just want her to change Heart Killers. Should be coming soon. Because on her birthday, I think we got 6 points. Discord. Yes. Anyone viewing, if you're interested in these games, please feel free to check out the Discord, which is the main hub for this community of wonderful Harvest Moon speedrunners. Very welcoming environment. I joined really like January 2020, I think, and love it. Never gonna leave. KH Insider. No, I did not. I'm not sure what that is. A game site that collects music and such. I have the YouTube playlist is good enough. I ripped it to my computer. I burned. I'm a nerd. I burned the Leaf Valley soundtrack to a CD in my car, and also the Harvest Moon 64 soundtrack, which is the best of all time. I think we should all agree. I know Demo agrees. What day is it? The 12th? Dang, how close is she? She's gotta be almost there. Let's get more green herbs. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not throw them though. Just for marathon safety. We only need 3 of them, which I already have, but I have also done things in the past and accidentally gotten rid of them. We need those green herbs for the horse race later. Okay, cool. Thanks. That's actually a good resource to have because I love game music. And I've probably been there. I'm sure I have all my years on the internet, but don't go there regularly or anything, or know what it is apparently. Okay, she's at blue now, so she's at 80, at least 80 or 81 or so. I'm gonna call it 80. And we'll save. Take a safety save, because why not? Not that these safety saves mean much, but everything helps. This game can crash also. I forgot about that. It occasionally will crash, so safety saves are actually a good thing. Yeah, we're just gonna sleep. So she's at 80. We're good for a while. I'm gonna sleep till the 20th so we can see the next mecha event. Is this it? No. That's just Rudolph coming to... So Rudolph is the guy in the mines. He also works for for Funland for Alice and company, but he is pretty like impartial to. He's just doing his job. He doesn't. I mean, whatever his job is, I don't know, excavating. I honestly can't remember. Why am I doing this? Because I'm talking. But yeah, Rudolph will join your cause when he sees that Funland is up to no good. I think, yeah, in the next mecha event. Just 10 of them? 10 sounds like a decent chunk of the soundtrack. I'm sure there's more than 10 songs in it, but man, as long as it has the year 3 themes. Well, the year 1 and 2 themes and the year 3 themes. That's like all you need. And that's 8 songs right there. It's probably got the 8 song, those 8 hopefully, and then the intro song, and then probably the intense dun 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 song when like Funland stuff happens. Just guessing. Alright, we'll take a safety save again. There's very little chance that we'll mess up this mecha event, but it's been done. Miseru did it. Miseru soft locked himself on this part coming up. Okay, here we go. Is it Harvest Sprites, I think? No, it's Tim. So I think my PB, my WR for best ending is, I want to say it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something, or 2 hours 15 minutes. So in a better run, we would, well, I mean, we could already sleep to the end and just get best ending. But, you know, yeah, right? It doesn't feel like 2 hours, to me especially. Oh wait, what am I? I'm not supposed to come here, but it's okay. I'll give her a gift. That's funny. That's alright. Get some extra gifting. That's probably pretty smart for routing. I'm not sure. Where did you leave off? Cool. Thanks, Elidra. I'm gonna check it out. Here we go. Mecha Mole. Get ready for the Mecha Mole, y'all. Dun 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 dun. Mad Taz, what's up? Also, hello to everyone I didn't say hello to. Personally. Thank you all for being here. That's the Mecha Mole. AKA Wario. Mario. I'm gonna call him Mario. Because of the M on his head. Or her head. I don't know. It's probably genderless. It's a robot. Mario. McDonald's. Being piloted by Alice herself. She is really determined to like shut this town down by any means. Oh, I'll find a way, Mad Taz. Actually, I don't even need to. I already have the soundtrack. Although it may be higher quality on KH Insider. Spit on your gloves. Pull out this gigantic, comically oversized hammer. Oh yeah, FF Shrine. I think it's still available like in a cached version. If it's not fully available. Come on, come on. What? There we go. So Miseru somehow, in doing this event, got stuck in the mine, in the mole's hole, and was soft locked, unable to move. And that's it. That's the whole Mecha Mole event. You have to hit it twice. It's incredibly easy. Absolutely did not need a safety save, but we did it. Okay, gotcha. So now we don't have an event until... I never noticed that they were each 3 in a different hole. That's funny. Yeah, we don't have an event now until spring 5th, second spring 5th, which is the next Mecha event. Squidboards. Oh, what's up, Sam? Welcome. Thanks for coming. Now that we did that Mecha event, let's do some more gifting to Aurelia just to get her. I mean, there's no reason not to get her to 110 as quick as possible. And I'd rather not, you know, get to one of her events and realize that her affection's not high enough, even though there's not much chance of that. We're not going to lose any time by gifting her on days like this. Yeah, dude, McDonald's Mole has nothing on toy. Frog. I wish you could do something with the animals around town. You can't interact with them at all. But even the strategy guide has a list of the animals around town. Like, there's a frog by the lake. There's a rabbit by the spring. Same. Wait, so who's running all in the, all events? I mean, all photos later? Next? I'm stoked. I mean, I was already excited to watch Sam run it, but if it's a race... Whew. Is it a race? The Sam all photos run is a good way to end the marathon. And I've been without my 64 and CRT for a while because it's back home at my mom's house. But I'll get it soon, and you know, maybe when Odd Tom finishes his tutorial, I'll become an all photos runner too. That's like a not an end goal, but that's like a bigger goal of mine, is to get good at all photos. But I haven't started down that road yet. Ooh, Sam and Odd Tom? Hell yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so this is confusing, and I didn't realize this for a long time, even after speedrunning it like multiple times. So today is winter 23rd. It's Liar's Day. And I can't remember, so it's Sunday, but then I can't remember if it's yesterday or tomorrow is also Sunday. So it's like there's this one day a year where that it's like doesn't count, kind of. Like the 23rd and the 24th are both Sunday, which really messed up my calendar. Oh yeah, I know. I know it's a doozy. That's a big part of why I put it off for so long. Also, just not having my 64 handy is obviously a big part of it. And my CRT is unwieldy and annoying, and I'm not at my mom's house often right now. Oh, I don't know. I'm not trying to talk to you about Liar's Day. And you're supposed to lie on Liar's Day? It's like everyone you talk to tells you a lie or something. So let's see. Okay, so it's the 22nd and 23rd are Sundays. It's weird. Let's get some more goodies. Do it, Elotra. through it, help him finish it. I like Odd Tom's commentary too, though. But yeah, anyone can do it. But Elydra's best. Okay, I forgot there was no fruit here. Oh, but I ran it. I'm just talking to myself also, partially. I'm a mumbler. What's the next heart threshold? Let's find out. I think it's 120 actually. Or no, 110 maybe? I don't think. Let's find out. Okay, let's not run into the wall. Anytime I look away from my screen, I do something like that. Extreme bonking. I understand. It's like a big undertaking to do a project like that. Not only to like route it and then present it in like a digestible, fluid, linear explanation, but then also to edit it into a video. I know it's not easy for one person necessarily. Sorry, I'm looking up something. Okay. So the next heart threshold is, yeah, 130. So we're not even gonna see that. Because we don't have to get it to 130, we should have to get her to 110. I have no idea how many days I've been gifting her. I've not kept track. But we should be pretty close. I mean, not like really close, but we're making good progress on her affection. I could probably just sleep till I can definitely sleep till the next event. Let's just do it. We'll just do little chunks of wooing. Now we're gonna sleep till spring 7th. Excuse me. No, sorry, spring 5th. For the next mecha event. Oh yeah. Like I said, this run is like so far from being a good competitive run. Just from all the bonking and messing with my settings. I mean, horse race aside, it's fine though. Pretty comfortable with this game. Pretty comfortable. It can always throw you a curveball. Luckily, we don't have to deal with, I mean, horse race RNG we do have to deal with, but other than that, there's like not really RNG in this run. This run in particular. There are other event paths. You have to deal with other kinds of RNG. Mostly weather. Weather and fish or mining. Mining RNG can be great or terrible. First day of the year. Second day of the year. I don't know what Gwen was here saying. I don't remember. And I'll just take safety saves just for marathon safety before every event, I guess. Which I would never do in like a normal run. Although I learned the hard way to take safety saves just in case it crashes. Definitely lost some PBs to crashes. Although it doesn't crash often, you just never know when it will. And it's always when you're entering or exiting your house. That's the only time I've ever experienced the crash, for some reason. Is it the 5th right now? Is that it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I didn't even save. So here comes the next, the third mecha event, the mecha tree. This one is really easy, but it's a little tricky because we have to answer some questions, which, you know, if you're mashing through text, you can easily mess up. So I'm going to kind of go through this slowly, actually, because it's been a while since I've done this. That's the mecha tree. How horrifying. I like it has like half a mask. They rebuilt part of its face. Okay. So the next camera change, I think, after this one. Yeah, right here. Save Alice. See if you just stay, just to make sure I get it all. Yeah, okay. We're good. So if you just mash through that, you can select the wrong answer and then miss the whole event on accident. So here we go. We're going to take big chops. You can chop faster, but you have to do more chops. Big chops. Angry tree. Tree on wheels for some reason. We're cutting down an innocent tree though. And it's going to trip on it. But I guess it's in the name of saving the town. Look at those arms. It has one like extendo magnet claw arm and one circular saw arm. Circular. So we just saved Alice, and this is the beginning of her, I think, becoming a good guy. Oh, scandalous. So the first two events, she's just like, I think she's just mad that you bested her mecha things, and this time you save her life, so she's like, wait, why would you do that? Why would you save another person? And so that starts her on the path to righteousness. Alright, good stuff. We're going to do some gifting today. The next event is tomorrow. It's for Aurelia 6, her 6th event. Oh, it's spring again, so we can get some goodies. Need to restock. Anyway. Anime moment. Oh yeah, where he's on top of her. So cute. So if you do best ending, So something interesting about this, you have the 2 years, which make up like the main part of the game where you do everyone's storyline. And at the end of those 2 years, assuming that you beat the game in one way or another, whatever bachelorette has the highest affection, you get a cutscene at the end with her, and then she's like the marriage candidate. Although I think you can still marry other people, you get a cutscene for whoever has the highest affection at the end of the 2nd year. And if you're doing best ending, it's like pretty unavoidable to get, like, Alice is definitely going to be the highest affection because we're doing the best ending and beating all the mecha events. Every time you do that, she gets like plus 50 affection. So it builds up really quick, like way faster than any other, even without gifting her. Which you can gift her because she does have a spot where you can talk to her every day. Oh yeah. It is the spring 7th. What am I supposed to do? Hold on. Something's not right. Something ain't right. One moment. Okay, wow. Some of my... I messed up my splits a little bit. My splits on my end have all the requirements needed for each event in shorthand, including where they're supposed to take place. And for this one, I did not have where it was supposed to take place. It's supposed to be up here at the lake. Here we go. This is Aurelia 6. This is a slightly harder ocarina event. Let's do it. Bless. Oh god. I almost messed up. And yeah, if you mess up one note, for some reason, you mess up a bunch of them afterwards without, like, no matter what. It just makes you. Or I think so. That's how it has seemed to me. There's no documentation on that I'm aware of. And it may not even be true. Let's do it. Hit those notes. Woo that girl. Aurelia is one of my favorites. Not, I mean, character-wise. Event path too. Oh, okay. So I missed one. That's fine. What's she gonna give me? Advice? Let's of course use this opportunity to do some gifting and talking. Yeah, exactly. DDR. Hand DDR. A rhythm game. A rhythm minigame. Alright, when's the next event? That's on the 9th. That's real soon. There's not much time difference. Like if you, I call it select sleeping. It's Z sleeping in Magical Melody. Like remotely sleeping from wherever you are, sleep warping. If you do that, it automatically takes you to the save menu, and at that point, there's not really much time difference between saving and not saving. So a lot of times I'll just save because why not? It's pretty negligible, especially in a marathon like this where I'm not striving for perfection. I am always full of energy, aren't I? Okay, so tomorrow, ooh, there's actually some clever routing, that I should be doing right here that I did not do ahead of time. So for this next event, which starts today, or the window of time that you can get the event starts today, you have to have both Aurelia and Chester inside the church. But some days Chester doesn't start the day inside the church. Some days he starts the day outside at the goddess pond. And I don't know his schedule exactly, but if today is a day where he's inside, that's great. If not, we just have to wait a little bit for him to get there. Although Tuesday may be like his bad. There's one day where he just walks everywhere, and actually I want to say it's Tuesday. Oh no, here we go. Cool. First try. Maybe it's Wednesday. One of these days, he like walks everywhere in town. It's pretty interesting. He's like the only one that does that. Goes to every zone. So yeah, if we get her to Greenheart, it will be overkill by at least 7 days of gifting, which isn't terrible, without keeping track of stuff. we got that event. Pretty sure. I'm just gonna go up there again just in case. Other than that, the next event we gotta do is the horse race. And this time we actually have to run in the horse race and beat the mecha horse. Wait, do I have to race it twice? I'm actually gonna brush up on that while waiting for the horse race. Because I might just have to race it once, actually. But I might not have to do it on the horse race day, I mean. So we've already met, like, the main goal. To beat the game. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of confusing. And I explained it earlier, but it needs some repeating. So, like, all the characters in this game have an event path, which is you befriend them, you do certain things, and you view certain events at certain times, like on certain days, and you do them chronologically, and you complete their event path. You, like, witness their story as it plays out. And to beat the game, you either... The secret agent people are a Funland corporation, and they're in town trying to make everyone move out so that they can build a theme park. And so if you don't, you can save the town by either raising enough money to just buy it from under them, which is you need $50,000 to do, which we did that, or you can do a combination of 3 of any of the other event paths, of any of the other 15 character event paths, and that will make the town either a tourist spot or a nature preserve, which means the Funland can't build on the town. So there are 3 ways to save the town from being bulldozed by Funland Corporation. And so far in this run, we've done that. We've got $50,000, so we could sleep to the end of the game and beat it. But that's not what the goal of this particular run for this marathon is. That we're getting $50,000, which we've done, and we're completing all the mecha events to get the best ending, and we're also wooing Aurelia to do Aurelia's event path, because that's what the people voted for. I'm doing best ending plus an event path of the viewer's choice, and the viewers chose Aurelia, so that's what's going on. It's pretty confusing, but here we are, and it's going great. Honestly, I'm probably really close on Aurelia. Like, getting her to where I need to be, but again, I've not been keeping track of my gifting. So she was at 80 a while ago. We've gifted a lot since then. She's probably around 100 now, or a little under 100. This will probably push her over 100. Just guessing, honestly. But like we're ahead of schedule anyway, so it's fine. That just means once we reach her events, we'll already have what we need done. Here's the 13th. Let's re-up on some gift materials. Yeah, it's a confusing run, or it's a confusing speedrun game to like explain initially, because it's just sort of a weird design for a game, especially for a speedrun, but it's also pretty well tailored for a speedrun, kind of. Like I said, if sleeping was better, it would be like a million times more fun to run. And yes, that's an exact figure. I did the math. But yeah, if sleeping wasn't so terrible, if you could just sleep like right when you wake up, like you can in Save the Homeland, even like what this game is based on, that would be amazing. In this game, it would be so good, but you can't. I dream of having a ROM hack of this game where the only thing that's different is you don't have to go outside and let a minute pass before you can go back to sleep. That alone would be so good. Oh, yeah, that's probably all the gifts I need, honestly, for the run. What else do I have to do? I don't think I have, like, anything other than events to do. I don't have any, like, special things to buy or things to have in my inventory other than the ocarina. Some event paths are really involved, like in terms of things you have to do and get. Like for Lewis, you have to have a bunch of things, like random things in your inventory at different points in the game. Like various mined items and lumber and stuff. And the number of characters, you have to like have shipped so many things, like so many crops, or you have to have mined X amount of things, or you have to have a horse with a certain amount of affection, or a chicken, or you have to have, like for Katie, you have to have 2 gold milk, 2 gold eggs. They're all fun. There's a lot of variation in the event paths, and so doing them all at once in a casual setting, an all event paths casual run would be really fun. You'd get the full experience of this game. It's a good game. And the sleeping thing is the only thing that makes it a bad speed game. Otherwise, I like it as a speed game. But that's just me. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not the first one to have. I think maybe it was, I want to say Game Boy, I think it was Harvest Moon Game Boy Color 3, Harvest Moon 3 on the GBC. I want to say that was the first one that had the theme park idea. But yeah, it's also in other ones. It's in like Save the Homeland, maybe even A Wonderful Life. I can't even remember now. I guess there's no crisis in A Wonderful Life. Like nothing threatening the town. Stardew Valley ripped off everything, but it also did a lot of things on its own. I'm not gonna talk any smack about Stardew Valley, even though I'm personally a much bigger fan of Harvest Moon. It's kind of hard to get into Stardew Valley for me, but I respect the heck out of it for what it is. Oh, she's at green. Okay, so we are done with her completely. In fact, we are 7 days over gifting on her, and that's better than being under. GBC 2. Thanks, Rena. So yeah, we never have to talk to Aurelia again outside of cutscenes. We can just sleep, pretty much. Now all we have to do is go to the events. Yeah, Harvest Moon definitely inspired Stardew Valley. Like, what's his name? Concerned Ape, who made Stardew Valley, is a huge Harvest Moon fan and wanted to. It's basically his homage to it with things that he added that he wanted in Harvest Moon games that weren't in them, I guess. Yeah, the first Harvest Moon game was 1996 on the Super Nintendo. Dude, Puzzle Day. Is Puzzle Day the bad one? Or the good one? Is Puzzle Day like garbage? Oh wait, what am I looking for? Oh, the 22nd. Okay. So yeah. We've got a horse race next. So we're gonna save. It seemed like you meant to do that though, but if not, it works. Puzzle Day is bad. Frantic Farming is good. Okay. Is Frantic Farming good even, or is it just, oh, I need to save right now. Is Frantic Farming good, or is it like passable? Or is it legit? Oops. Hey, so I might do another save state today. In fact, I will. Puzzle Day. Puzzle Day, I think, is the first Natsume game. Yeah, Harvestman was a late game for the Super Nintendo. Wait, hold on. Save, yeah, let's do a save state, just because. I've got everything I need. I've got my green herbs, and we've got some time to kill before it starts, the race starts, but let me look at my notes, because I honestly can't remember the controls for the horse race, and it would be helpful not to mess them up from the start, which I do sometimes. Hopefully I can find that real quick. I have that information here somewhere, I think. Okay, getting closer. Cows, chicken, horse notes. Here we go. Does it have controls? It doesn't. Oh, there we go. Controls. Okay. So I can sort of steer with square. Can use the whip. Wow, they call it using the whip. With circle. Okay, that's all I need to know. And then triangle is using items. I don't know how well it sold, because I mean that was the year the 64 came out too, and I definitely didn't know about it on the Super Nintendo until well after I was a big fan of 64. Yeah, I have the official strategy guide for this game. The Brady Games guide is really thorough actually, and it's really good, and it was super helpful in routing this game. It's of course not perfect, and there is some bits of misinformation even in it, but it's a really solid strategy guide, and luckily it does have the controls for the horse race. Ooh, dang. New carts go for that much? There's a used cart in my local shop that's like 300, and I'm always looking at it, but I just can't do that. I think it was Christmas 96, like leading into 1997. I could be wrong about that. That's just, yeah. You want to see, this is fun to do. I don't know how it looks on the choppy stream. Oh, but maybe you're saying HM64 came out in late 97? No, HM64 is a 99 game. Just remember from looking at the main menu. Oh yeah, my 64 cart still gets a lot of love. I probably put more time into that game just casually than anything else. Other than, I mean, I don't game like I did when I was a kid, like, you know, putting hours and hours and hours into one game. Like, Harvest Moon 64 and Pokemon Blue were probably my two most played games as a child. You can get a, I mean, I think the repros of 64 games are alright. I've gotten a couple, I don't have a HM64 repro, but you can get them on Etsy, and I think they're solid quality if you don't care about having an authentic copy. Same with the Super Nintendo ones, although I don't have any information on that one really. I don't have a Super Nintendo, but I would like to get one actually, mostly to play Harvest Moon and Chrono Trigger and Super Mario RPG and some others. ActRaiser looks fun. Here's a good superstitious thing I do for luck is, let's do it while we still have a little bit of time if I can. Throw things into the void for good luck. Ha! Into the void, through the walls. Alright, we're gonna save state. Just because. Oh wait. Oh my god, I think I just ruined everything. I'm pretty sure I did. Hold on. Not everything, but I think I have to... I'm resetting the day. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. It shouldn't... We don't have to wait through the whole day. Like we did at the first horse race if we messed up. Because I just didn't do something. There's one thing I didn't do. Great intro music. Love the intro song. How far back did I save? It's gotta be only a day or two, right? Yeah, word. Load this game. Why, what? Why do I have to restart? So I was supposed to go to the horse race, because this is a special horse race. This is where I'm racing the mecha horse. And I was supposed to just go straight to the horse race in the morning instead of waiting for 2 o'clock. But I'm dumb, and I waited for 2 o'clock. We'll save. It's fine. This is the last big thing that we have to do. Or the last, like, potential time waste. After that, it's actually smooth sailing. We got the money we need. We got Aurelia's affection up. It's mostly just sleeping 2 events now. After today. Sorry, I just totally am... I also haven't... Well, I guess I ran Best Ending not too long ago, but it's hard to keep these things in your brain. Wait, what? Yeah, I want to register. Yeah, okay. Oops. Three green herbs. Oh, we do have to wait till 2. Okay, well, I still had to do that. So what can we do? Oh, wait. Can I just do it now? No, I still have to wait. Oh, cool. Okay, that's good. I think we just go right into it. Look at that mecha horse. It's so mechanical. Luigi? Is that a thing? Like there's an M on the mole for, you know, I'm gonna say it's for Mario. There's an L on the horse for Luigi? Are there subtle Mario references in all the mecha animals? Probably not, but, you know. Okay, here we go. Got this. Gonna get to the inside. Okay. This is going really well so far, actually. It doesn't always go this well, especially starting on the outside like that. Okay, we don't want to use up all of our stamina, of course. We have to make it around. Stay on the inside. Even now, I could still lose this race because the Robo Horse can pull some malarkey. Alright, word up. Mont Blanc. White Mountain. Did she say she didn't think I would win? Gwen, what the hell? Alright, so that's good. Smooth sailing, baby. Baby. So we're done with almost everything. We just have to sleep to the rest of the events for this run. Thanks everybody for believing in me and Mont Blanc. It's also hard. Well, I guess it's not hard. I borrowed Bob's horse for that, but if you try to win a horse race with your own horse and it doesn't have very high affection, you're not going to win, no matter what. You really have to, your horse has to really like you for it to do well in races. But luckily for that event, even though we didn't have our own horse, Bob let us borrow his, and it was good. Still hate Bob though. Also, something that we won't see in this run. Well, maybe we can. It's like we could do it for fun, but no. If you have an animal and it gets sick twice, Gwen will come to your farm and punch you in the face. I will likely come in underestimate, although this is actually taking longer than I thought it would. I'm not sure exactly how far underestimate we will be, but we will be underestimate. We will not be overestimate, unless like the worst thing happens, which I don't know what that would even be. Okay, so we are sleeping till what? Summer 6. Make sure I get my info correct. Is it bad that I'm coming in underestimate? Why sad face? Why what? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Gwen definitely should. I mean, but it's kind of a funny cutscene. That's why Gwen's best girl. Cool. Cool. Thanks, Desert. Thank you, mods, for keeping this thing running smoothly. You guys are the best. And thank you, viewers and community. Yeah, estimate was 5 hours originally, because that's when I was doing, originally I was not going to do best ending, I was going to do the three viewer choice paths, but then upon further thought, you know, I thought if the viewers chose the three, like three of the hardest ones, it could be over 5 hours. So that was why it was 5 hours. Even before that, it was a 10-hour estimate when I was going to do all event paths, but sadly, because of changes in life, IRL, I had to abandon that plan, which was for the best, actually, because I would not have been able to do an all event paths run, probably. Or I wouldn't have been able to practice adequately, for one. Okay, I saw this ad phase and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'm like messing up the schedule, but but then there's only one run left. Salmon Autumn. I'm stoked for that run. Let's save. Safety save. Haven't done it in a while, I think. And if it crashes, we could lose a lot of days. Yeah, we would have lost, like, what, 13, 14 days there? That's a lot of sleeping. Katie. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know the event just happened. That I had to go somewhere. I'm not going to talk during this one. Oh, no. See, that's what happens. Oh my god. And see, like, why won't it let me get any of them now? Oh my god. I should probably reset this day. Give me another chance. This game, oh no, this game can definitely crash. Did I do okay? Did I fail? I should, you know, actually I'm going to read my guide real quick because this event I may need to pass. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, but I can't fail the next one. Right? You have succeeded at event 512. Okay, cool. 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 Just checking. Uh-huh. And I'm not going to save. We'll get another event tomorrow. And I'm not going to save because just in case I did have to succeed in that one yesterday. Yeah, Gwen's my favorite. I guess I mean, Karen was my favorite too. I like the feisty blondes. Get out of here, Parsley. What's not inaccessible information? is this right? Is it Tuesday? Okay, cool. We got a cutscene. We have cutscene, ladies and gentlemen. Sad music. You don't hear this song very much. I don't have to talk to you at all. What am I doing? What is today? Let me get my brain right. Today is summer 7th. Okay. I'm looking at a bunch of numbers, so I'm like getting them mixed up. Okay. Okay, so we did that. Let's save. Now we're on to the next mecha event, which is the 14th. Yeah, it's funny if we didn't do save states in this, and if we just let this play out, like pretend it wasn't a marathon, all those resets at the horse race, doing that legitimately, that would have been over an hour just wasted on waiting for the horse race to start over and over again, which obviously is something we can't have. Yeah, I hope it doesn't appear to be inaccurate. There's very little misinformation in the guide, and I don't think any of it has really ever hurt me. It's always little things that I'm like, oh, that's not right. Clearly. But on the other hand, a lot of the info online that I guess was not from this guide is wrong. So if you take any information online about this game, there's a good chance that it's not correct. And I put way more faith in the official Brady Games guidebook in this case, because it's overall really accurate and really thorough. I got the Magical Melody one too, which has really useful information in it, and it's great for running it, but even it is not as thorough as this one. It gives you some like pretty broad general information at parts that isn't really helpful, whereas this one gets pretty in-depth about the mechanics for a lot of it. Let's save. Alright. You guys ready for another mecha event? Let's do it. Go ask Bob what? Excuse me. Keep burping. Spring theme. Spring theme in Harvest Moon games is never bad. They're always classic. They're always the ones you hear the most. But yeah, they're pretty solid. Like listening to during Linus's run, just the Mineral Town main theme in town. It's so classic. It's solid. Okay, this is another one where you have to answer questions correctly. And I'm kind of going to go slow through it because I don't even remember where the questions happen in this cutscene. So, Funland folks, Alice and company, just released some mecha fish into the river, and it is sinking their boat. I'll help. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Then this one is actually, like, of all of the mecha mini games, this one is probably the hardest. Like, just the hardest to do. There's actually a chance of failing this one. It's not likely, but it could happen. What the hell? Okay. You coming to me? Come on, fish. Come on. That's good. Wrong fish. Please come back. Oh my god. See, this is what can happen. I've also had really good luck on this one though before. And gotten it like really fast. Not this time. This time is not great. But I've also had much worse mecha fish than this. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna fail this one. I'm not worried about this one, but you know, it's a marathon. Stupid fish. Okay. We got this. He's out there. What? Oh my gosh. Why is it making it's so far away that it's hard? Yeah, this is, and I got a glitch once doing Joe's event path where it was locked on that song, this like intense song for days. Like every day I would wake up and it was this song until the next event happened. So this is another thing where you're saving Alice's life and she's like considering becoming a good person now. Dang toy. Getting fresh. That's how we do it, baby. Alright. So next up is a very important event. It's only important because... Oops, wait. Okay. I'm actually going to pay attention in case I have questions that I forgot about. Oh yeah. And this is our first time meeting Panta. He's a little raccoon that gives you fish prints if you give him fish, and he's not relevant to any speedrun of this game currently. Is that everything I have to do? Yeah. Oh, because we're good people. We don't have to. You can say no. But you can't get the best ending, of course, if you do that, and we're going for best ending. That's why we're doing it. They did. They're dumb. But we're merciful. And it'll all work out in the end. Because of our good deeds, Alice will join the good side and will help us save the town. So it's December 16th. This is the event, the very first time that I ran this category, or was routing this category. Well, ran it, it's not much routing. What was I going to say? Oh, I missed this event. Oh, dude, all fish prints would be really hard. No, I don't think it's worth it, but I've also never really thought about it. But yeah, the first time I was doing this run, I missed this event somehow, because it's not marked as a necessary event in the guidebook, and I just overlooked it, but it is important. If we don't do this, we will not get best ending. Wait a minute, let me make sure I didn't just mess that up too. I'm sorry, I have to check my guidebook. I'm paranoid about answering questions wrong and then having to redo more time, so please bear with me again. Okay, we're good. But so yeah, we have to view this event, and then the next event is the one with, so we did, that's the one I missed, but we have another event where we have to answer specific questions for Alice. So now we're going to sleep until fall 2nd for the 10th Aurelia event. Tanuki. Yeah, Panta. He's pretty cute. Okay, but oh, I love dumb runs. Keep them coming, Rena. There is the only category that I put on the leaderboard for this game that I haven't even run myself is change clothes %. You can change your clothes if you get a bathroom. So that run is basically get a bathroom as fast as you can. First, you have to get before you can build anything else on your house, you have to build a doghouse. So if you build a doghouse, then build a bathroom, then take a bath, you'll change clothes. And so that's a meme category that is on the leaderboard that no one has run yet. So maybe it shouldn't even be there. I don't know. I might just delete it. Because it's like part way to a all power berries run, but without the dog. Getting closer. Getting closer to the end of the run. And then, yeah, the final cutscenes are fun. Fun to watch. And like I said, especially if you're doing like different bachelorettes other than, well, we're doing Aurelia, but we won't see Aurelia's like confession cutscene, they're called. You get a confession cutscene when you have a bachelorette at the highest affection. But we won't see Aurelia's because we're also doing best ending, and Alice's will automatically be higher. So we're going to get Alice's confession, which is cute. And if I remember correctly, the only one that you actually like, the only one that you kiss the bachelorette in is Dia, maybe? That could be very wrong, but I think that's my memory. Or maybe Gina. I don't know. And I don't even know why that's in my head. But hey, we're all Harvest Moon fans. Yeah. Almost there. 4 more days. Wait, 5 more days of sleeping. Katie. What about Katie? Katie. I like Katie. When I first started writing this game, Katie was the absolute worst run because at the getting gold milk, 2 gold milk and 2 gold eggs was really hard in first. But it got easier as I learned more things about the game. So a Katie run is not that bad. But in the beginning, I hated a Katie run. She actually has she probably has the hardest requirements of any single event path. Other than Alice. Other than getting the 50G for Alice. Okay, fall 2. We need tomorrow. Event tomorrow. Let's save. Actually, let's save. Wait a minute. Hold on, I'm missing an Alice event, I think. Okay, it's autumn 5th. Okay. So it's not in my splits, but it's kind of scary. Oh, that's the headbutt that everyone talks about. I don't think that happens in this game, but I could be wrong. Okay, so yeah, we're about to box. Okay, here we go. I don't want to mess this one up because we have to succeed here. And I don't know what went wrong that last time. Oh yeah, we get into like her backstory, but we don't have time for that. This is a speed run. I can't play Ocarina in front of all of them. Too much pressure. What am I supposed to do? Oh, same day. So we got 2 events in one day here. So now we're gonna run up to the church, and hopefully both Aurelia and Chester are inside. And this will be the final Ocarina test. Yeah, if you actually take the time to watch the cutscenes in this game, the writing is really good, and they're all, good stories. Alright, let's do this. The final test. Nice. Hundo P. Here comes the bluebird. It might drop some blue feathers too. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the blue feather. She's gonna marry the bird now. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Okay, and is that it? Yeah, I think so. So now we're gonna sleep through the rest of the month. We're gonna sleep actually till the end of the game. This is it. So now you're finally about to see what speedrunning this game is all about. I mean, you've already seen a bit of it, but here it is. Sleeping. Ooh, no. Yeah, so this has been fun. There's a bunch that we didn't get to see, of course, other characters' event paths and stuff. But Aurelia was a good choice. I'm glad actually people chose that one because it's interesting. You know, it's the Ocarina run. Oh wait, I have to answer questions right here. I do. I'm gonna go slowly through this. I've got 50 Gs, it's okay. You think it'd be okay with it? Yes, of course. Did I? I'm not gonna save. Did I answer everything correctly? Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. We're good. We're straight, dude. So yeah, now we sleep for 1 month. Winter 7th will be the final Aurelia event, and then we sleep till winter 30th, and that's the end of the game. And we'll get the nice juicy best ending cutscene for saving the town and beating all the mecha events, and then we'll get to see the confession scene. And then we'll call time right when the song begins for the credits after it fades to black. But we got, you know, a little bit of time before then, of course. I want to say it's been a while since I've done like any of the math in my head or on paper, but I want to say it's like 7 minutes to sleep through a month. 7 to 10. It's actually the 4-hour estimate was perfect. Especially with that horse race fiasco at the beginning. What a mess. Yeah, here it is. Like, so much time would be saved if you didn't have to run outside every morning before running back in. This game would be so much faster. So much more fun to speedrun. That's definitely, if there's anything that Save the Homeland has that's better than this, it's that. The sleeping in Save the Homeland is great. Takes like 3 seconds. This one takes like 17 seconds or something. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing again? Getting distracted. Alright. Good. Just looking at my notes, making sure everything is hunky-dory. No matter what, like I said, we beat the game. Yeah, it's stupid. You have to leave your house and let 1 in-game minute pass before you can sleep. Which is like really the biggest strike against this game as a speed game. Other than that, it's pretty great. We're getting close, y'all. Although, as bad as sleeping is in this, it's in World's Dawn, the like Harvest Moon clone RPG Maker game. That's really good, actually. That I started running also. The sleeping in that, you can't sleep until noon, at least. But luckily in that game, there's a bench mechanic where you can go to any number of benches in town and pass up to 9 hours at a time. So that's really nice. But it's annoying still. No more horse races. Thank you. No more horse races for me. I had a mod for a little bit, or I changed the textures in the game. And had like, I can't remember what it was. I know Mizuru saw it, I think Sam saw it. I had like Naruto skins on characters and stuff. It was pretty funny, but maybe I'll do all event path next year with the Naruto skins. So Toy looks like Naruto. And then there's like a HD texture pack for the town. That makes it look kind of cool. They like added new textures. Filipino ROM hackers, or Indonesian, Harvest Moon has a pretty big following in like the Pacific. Yeah, there's a Sasuke. There's like Naruto and Sasuke and something else. Okay, winter first. We're in winter, the final month. We should probably take a safety save. I'm not too worried, but crashing is always a possibility. We've got one more event before the end. Let's just save. Oh yeah, we didn't save for a whole month. Yeah, that was pretty necessary. I would hate for it to crash and lose a whole month. I didn't water any plants this run. I didn't take care of any animals. Just gambled and played Ocarina. And the town is saved. And Aurelia loves me. And also Alice. Okay, so tomorrow... Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. Here comes the final event. Assuming we got it. If we didn't get it, that sucks. Okay, maybe we didn't get it. Wait, did we not get it? No, we had to. Do I have to go somewhere? Hold on. That might be something I just left out of my notes. Do I have to go somewhere? Yes, I do. Okay. I don't know why that's missing from my splits. We're gonna wait for our good buddy. Oh, this is the Harvest Bride's house, by the way. We also didn't go visit at all during this run. You only do that for all Power Berries run, because one of the Power Berries you get from the Harvest Brides. Yeah, we're gonna wait for our good friend Ronald to open up, so that we can part-time work, wait for the cafe to open, and get the final Aurelia cutscene. And then we'll sleep to the end of the game. Throw these into the void, just for good measure. There's a power berry hidden right here, but we don't have a trained dog, so we can't get it. I don't know if you can ever use this plot of land. Let's see if I can till it. No, I can't. I don't think you ever use this plot of land, but there's other like plots around town. There's like a secret sacred land that you unlock in Dia's event path, where you grow some magic golden potatoes. Well, they're not magic, they're just golden potatoes. And then you grow like the blue mist flower, just like in Harvest Moon 64, and maybe others, by the Goddess Pond. Oh, it's 8. I'm just not paying attention. Never close enough. Flick the joystick back to just, turn around. Michael Jackson Exorcist style. Wow. We gotta wait till 12 now for the cafe to open. Just for fun. What we got? We got an orange. I never get fruit out of the trees, so I just never know what's in season. A bug. The bugs are worthless, except for giving them... They're only good for Tim. Tim is the only one that will buy them from you, or take them from you or something. But even for Tim's event path, you can also just do parsley instead, and it's way easier. So here's the final Aurelia event. Chester is something else. Okay, so we're done with Aurelia. That was officially the end of Aurelia's event path. See this, the symbol, we'll see it soon. I guess we won't yet. Wait, is that the right one? Winter 7th. Yeah. Okay. No. Oops. Yeah, that was definitely the end of Aurelia's event path. I guess we'll get it at the end. Or right there. Oh, no, it just didn't show up yet because we didn't save. Now it should be there. And now we're just sleeping till the end of the game. Or the end of the month. As it were. Sleeping till winter 30th. And then we'll get the best ending cutscene. I'm like already kind of tired in my brain after this run. Can't imagine. I mean, I would have been way worse after doing all event paths, but kudos to Demo for back-to-back lengthy runs. What did you miss? I think you missed the end of the Aurelia event path, which is nothing special. We just saw the final event. And now we're sleeping to the end, and we're going to get the best ending. Because we got 50,000 G, and we defeated all the mecha events, and we told Alice that she should move to town. To move into the town. And I think she quits. I think it's part of the story that she, in the ending, she quits Funland and lives permanently then in the town. And there is, if you fail... Oh, actually, I don't think it matters if you fail or not. When you get to the end of this game, you can choose to... Well, if you beat it, if you get any of the good endings or the best ending, you can choose to either continue into year 3 or restart the game with all your stuff. So there is technically like a New Game Plus mode to this game, but you have to beat it first. So it's not really like too useful, I guess. I mean, New Game Plus would be useful for, I guess, all event paths, but I don't know it lets you keep everything. Maybe just money. But I guess that would help in itself. Alright, we're almost there, guys. 10 more days. Spoilers, yeah, sorry. But yeah, I encourage any of you guys out there to pick up this game if you want to. It's mostly just me running it now. I was not the first, of course. Ember Pinball, I think, had the first run on the board. He did a Taurus spot run, and then Kepasagi, right before I started running it, ran Nature Preserve run, and so they were the first routers of those two 80% categories. And then, yeah, over quarantine, I picked this game up and really spent a lot of time with it. So, Keppa and Ember, you guys need to come back to this game. Just like any game, I feel like as soon as someone else picks it up, they'll immediately discover faster ways to do things. We're so close. Here it comes, y'all. So close to the 30. I should probably save one of these days. Maybe not. It's so close now. It won't crash, right? Famous last words. To play this game on cartridge, yes, it's a PSP game, but I'm playing this on emulator. Because it's, as I understand, I think it's pretty hard to, well, I don't know, actually, stream from an actual PSP, but PPSP runs really smoothly. And it's really an enjoyable way to play PSP games. Here we go. This is the end, y'all. Quick, come with me. Hurry, get a move on. Bob's huge tattoo on his arm. It's just like a bad flame. Thanks, Rena. It's over. Charles and Renton are coming to town with a bulldozer. It better not. Better not, Elidra. So yeah, Funland's coming in to tear stuff down. Gwen's like, hell nah. Oh, there's that L. I guess it's the Funland logo. Oh yeah, snow in Texas. So here's everyone from town, including everyone we didn't even talk to. Coming together to like join arms, join hands. There's Dia, there's Gina, there's Martha, who we didn't see any of them this run. There's Lila, Lewis, Katie, Wallace, Ronald, everybody. There's Dia, there's Joe. So yeah, they T-pose to stop the bulldozer. Here comes Alice. She's a good guy now. Can't believe she's wearing that in the snow. Yeah, Gwen's fiery. Here's the deed. It's like the deed to the town, or oh no, it's like I guess the the deed to the town. Yeah. Here's the deed to the town. Oh, it's not basil. It's bargain bin basil. It's parsley. But he's essentially basil. Fashion first. Absolutely. Suffer for fashion. That's a sick brooch, though, on Alice's shirt. Okay. This is the best ending. This is the best way it could have ended. So then the sprites come to you, and the harvest goddess to thank you for saving the town. Okay, it's laggy on my end too. Mashing through cutscenes in this game, even on PSP, like, it just slows it down. Kind of. But it's still faster than letting it play, of course. Kurt's calling me amazing? These are people I have not talked to. And Kurt is generally not super nice. Yeah, basil, parsley, they are the same person. Really. Let's be real. You're right. This is the final cutscene. This is Alice's confession. Basically, she's confessing her love for me, kind of. Yeah, if we were doing just like I think Aurelia is tourist spot. So if we were doing a tourist spot run, Aurelia would probably be the bachelorette with the highest affection. So we would probably see a Aurelia cutscene, a confession scene. But here's the Alice one. Oh, she does kiss you. Maybe they all kiss. Thanks for the GGs, y'all. Thanks for watching. I will tell you when time's coming up. It's coming up soon. Haha, funny minions. So I think we're gonna pan up to the sky. Thanks, Fails. Thanks, Mizuru. Thanks, Koei. Sorry if I'm missing people. Thanks, Sanaga. Oh, time. That's time. I did not even do my own time. What is that? I got like 340 something on my end. And yeah, that was Hero of Leaf Valley for the PSP. Just a fun, marathon version of show off some things. Saw a best ending. Oh, there's Igusa Matsuyama, the goat. You do. I think you do need best ending to get her to stay in town. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive. I think you also need to do best ending to marry her, to get her to stay in town. Aurelia didn't get... Oh, we finished Aurelia's event path. But we didn't get like a confession scene from her at the end because she was not the bachelorette with the highest affection at the end. Even though we wooed her, just by the nature of doing best ending, Alice's affection is way higher. So we got the Alice confession instead. So yeah, we did the Aurelia route. We finished it. But if we wanted to get Aurelia ending, we would not be running best ending. We would be running, I think, Taurus spot. So yeah, thanks for the GGs, guys. Thanks for watching. Super fun. Super glad to be a part of the marathon, and glad I was able to. Super stoked. Stick around for Odd Tom versus Sam in the epic all photos battle. And yeah, I'll see y'all around. Thank you guys again. Join the Discord if you're interested in running Harvest Moon. It's a great community, great games. All right. I think that's it. I don't think anything happens after the cutscenes. And, yeah. Oops. Yeah. Don't know if I should quit being live now. Desert, tell me what to do. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks, Cody. Thanks, Priya. Thanks, Love Live Festival. Thanks, Festi. Thanks, Retro. Yes. Join us. And yeah, stick around, like I said, for the next run, the final run of the marathon. It's gonna be amazing. And already looking forward to next year.